Yes, 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 yes. Have returned for another show. Bless his name. We're here. We're ready, full of energy, focused, and everything is everything, man. Everything is happy and blessed, and we're just waiting on the young Mr. Rahman to appear, and we're gonna have a great competition. I'm not great conversation, not a competition. Sorry about the echo. I just wanted to hear how I sounded. So yes, we're just waiting on young Hasim to pop up, and he'll be here. He's good at showing up. I got a lot of respect for that young man. Man, intelligent, sharp. He knows his business. He's a very skillful fighter, and I expect this fight to be fireworks when he steps in there with young Mr. Morrison, who was Tommy Morrison's son. Don't miss it, because if you miss it, you're gonna miss something special. Okay. So yes, yes, yes. How's everybody doing today, man? How is everyone doing, man? Hopefully all is well. The fight, I believe, is on April 29th. Hopefully they didn't reschedule it and I didn't know about it. So the 29th is, see, that's why I'm glad I went around the calendar. The 29th is, that's not what I wanted. Hold on a second, y'all. I believe that's or next Saturday, right? Yeah. Hold on. I'll let you know. Friday. Friday. Lisa Bells, what's up? What's up there, lady? How are you? 29th is Friday. Next Friday. Sorry about that. Next Friday. Let me be extra chummy. Well, I give him 5 minutes. I like to give 5 minutes period and all that. Wait, all that. Some people are making opinions. We still here. We still speak. I like not this thing about time, but everybody's different. So this is why I come on, even though we don't have get on, uh, and yeah, I come anyway because I like to be. Actually, I like to be early, but you can't always be early in some business. So on time to good, sir. I'm breaking up already. How I sound now, Lisa? Hold on. I'm breaking up already. Yeah. How I sound now, Lisa? Yeah, Detroit Graham experience and chat. Do I sound any clearer? All right, let me give him a holla holla right quick. Major Key Boxing, yeah. Let me give the brother a holla holla real quick and see what's up. And then we can go get the festivities started. I sound much better? Well, hallelujah, hallelujah. Let me give brother a little holla. And listen, if the brother don't show up, which he will show up, I got all. That's a good brother right there. He will definitely show up. Contact. Boom. Yeah, a lot to talk about in boxing. A lot of heavyweights. A lot of heavyweight talk going on, and I said a lot when I was on Coach's show, and I'm probably gonna have to repeat myself again because a lot of you cats just don't believe the truth until it's right there. All right. Just let him know that we're waiting on him. Waiting on you, sir. What? Sorry about that. So, all right. I just sent the brother a text, and he should be following up or calling back or something. Let me know what's up. All right. We could go from there. Oh snap! Finally got a wrench. Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out, man. Or at least it was on there when I pressed it. Where is it? Because I don't see the wrench on screen. That's the funny thing. Yeah, I don't see it on screen, Major Key, but it definitely got done. Yeah, they say that great things start small. So I got to hold to that. Kevin Fuentes, Dillian White is getting knocked out. All right, all right, all right. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I am so glad you said that, my friend. I'm happy to see you too. And it's Kevin. I think I called you Derek if I'm mistaken. You could either break it. Look, there goes the link. You could either be bold and come up here until Hasim Rahman gets here and break it down so it can forever be broken, or you could just stay in the chat like most dudes who make bold statements and don't have the heart enough to step up to face the king, and give me 1.5 cents on the situation because you're not worthy of two, only 1.5 cents. So you either gonna step up or you gonna step back. What's it gonna be? Me or the TV? Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else? I thought not. Don't eat in the dark. That's the most craziest, silliest thing I've ever seen, man. Turn on the light. The dude eats in the dark. I'll jump in a few dealing with something while listening. Yes. Thank you for the flags, Lisa. I appreciate that. I gotta figure out how to do all that. Kevin, you're not after you made that bold ass statement, you're not gonna step up here? Oh man. Oh, we got a guest anyway. Bye. Oh, this is my man. Myron.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, we're just waiting on the youngster. We're just waiting on the young Hasim Rahman Jr. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, just waiting on him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him back. I'm gonna call him in like a minute or so and see what's up, right? But yes,
I bet.
sir.
When he come
How's
through, then
everybody?
y'all do your thing. I'll let it go.
Huh?
Okay, and when he come through, I dip then.
Okay, okay.
Well, because I
Yeah.
thought, so this is your show with Hasim Rahman, right? Not with your daughter.
No, 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 no. That's not till Sunday, man.
Oh, Sunday. Gotcha. All right, my man.
Yeah, we do the fatherhood thing on Sunday.
Bet. I
Myron be
misunderstood.
ducking me. Oh boy, you got a challenge in the chat. Dude said that you'll be ducking them, man.
I
Quack
wouldn't duck
quack.
nobody. I love everybody. Y'all know
Quack
I don't duck
quack. Well, he calling you a Southeast DC duck,
nobody.
which
Who
ain't
said
nothing but
that?
fried pigeon. Look in the chat, his name. I give you his initials, MKB.
Major Key. It's not Major Key. Oh, for the nah, not never,
Never.
never duck.
Don't forget the Bev. Never, 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 never. You ever seen one of his shows?
Who?
Ak is this guy who owns a restaurant in New York. And if you take him anything, he'll turn it into a sandwich. People have taken him carrot cakes, and he turned it into a sandwich.
Oh wow. Well, that's a sweet ass sandwich right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but he does anything. Like it was this one dude, Big E from wrestling, right? And he took some stuff there, and he got a cereal over there that's his cereal called Bootios. Don't
What?
ask.
Oh wow.
Bootio. So anyway, he goes over there and orders a turkey and cheese with Bootios, and he's just leaning on the counter, licking his lips and rubbing his hands together like he about to violate that sandwich in
How,
59
how,
different ways.
how do you make bootios? Are those like a string of Cheerios. You put in your
Cheerios with a whole bunch of
blueberries and
sugar.
pull them out.
That's what that's what it is. But let me make this call. I'm gonna go
All
on
right.
mute real quick. Go ahead.
Boogie.
Here we. Yeah, Myron. He said, yeah, boy. He said you a duck. He said you a
Never.
duck, and if I get
No,
the full truck, shut the fuck up. That's exactly what he said.
never. Uh-uh.
Never,
I want.
never,
I'm gonna
never.
be down there in Florida in May. I'm gonna be in Florida in May anyway.
Is that a threat or promise?
Hmm.
How you doing?
No, that's a vacation. That's what you
Good,
call a
good, man.
vacation.
I'm just you still going tonight.
That's a vacation.
Yeah.
I'll be down there in Fort Lauderdale, but I'm
You send me a
thinking of
text.
driving up there to where near where they at.
This is Troy, man. Good, man. Doing good. You send me a text.
Okay, as Troy try to get things set up with Hasim Rahman Jr. What's going on, beautiful people? Fight fanatics. How do y'all seeing this Dylan White man and Tyson Fury? I got Tyson Fury getting him out of there in 11 rounds, perhaps. What do y'all think? What's your predictions?
All right. He said he's on his way, and he can't do video tonight, but he's definitely gonna be here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he gonna be audio. Gotcha.
Yeah. He's gonna be audio. Yeah.
Where's your
I told
avatar?
you.
Why you don't got no, where your avatar go all of a sudden?
Who, me?
Yeah, it's just blank
Nah.
now.
I'm still looking at my face.
Yeah, but you had an avatar up at once, but now it's not up. That's all
No,
I'm saying.
no. I'm telling you that I'm still looking at a picture of me in a hoodie.
Wow, I'm not looking at that. This is weird. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at me in a picture of hoodie. So it's not. I have no idea, my friend. I'm looking at me in a picture of wearing a picture of a hoodie. It should be showing. Yeah, yeah. It's still showing. Even on the live, it's still showing a picture of me in a hoodie.
It's Major Key also? Where's Major Key? Major Key, you in what, Tampa? Are you in Tampa? What area in Florida you in, Major? I
He said he had
forgot.
to step. He said he had to step off for a second. He had something to do, and when he come back, he gonna break out the grill for the duck.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what part of Florida does he live in?
I don't even remember at this point. I don't even remember, brother. But yeah,
Yes. Dylan definitely has a puncher's chance in this thing.
now he has a whole lot more than that because everybody keep focused on the left hook. He can hurt you with his right hand. He can hurt you with the body shots. What was the
I
very
know.
first punch? What was the very first punch that dropped Fury? Does anybody know? Allow me to tell you then. Overhand right by Steve Cunningham, the 6'2" Steve Cunningham, who was a cruiserweight champion. That was the first punch to ever drop Fury. Dillian White has one of those too, and he throws it kind of crazy. But if it lands on him,
He
you're gonna
does
be
throw it crazy. I was going to bring that up.
yeah, because I think he usually throws that for like taller fighters. So when you see him fighting guys that are his own height or a little shorter than him, it looks crazy as hell because it starts out so high. It starts out so far back and so high. But if he lands that on Fury and he catches him on the temple or whatever,
If Fury doesn't see it,
and next will come the left hook that he learned how to tighten up.
he's going to have to reach for that left hook.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Because I
No,
I just watched this. I was after watching him at the press conference today, and then of course, the height, um, and the size difference a little bit, and then Fury's IQ. And I watched Dylan White's. Well, I watched that a couple of days ago. Both of his fights were
mm-hmm.
Quebecing again. I watched them again because those was his most recent fights. You know what I see, unfortunately?
What?
I watched his Povetkin fight. I watched his Oscar Rivas fight, and I
Mm-hmm.
watched his Anthony Joshua fight.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, yeah, Dylan White got dropped in all three of those fights by the same exact punch.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped or knocked out, I should say. And what punch
Mm-hmm.
was that? And what punch was that?
He got knocked out by an uppercut in both the fights he lost. I don't know if any third fight that he got knocked out in.
He got dropped by Oscar Rivas.
Yeah.
He wasn't knocked out. He got dropped in that fight. But he got dropped to
Yeah.
Oscar Rivas by an uppercut.
Okay.
So he is
Okay.
highly susceptible to uppercuts. That must be now in stone. The uppercut is his fucking kryptonite. And now you
Mm-hmm.
got a 6'9" mug, you know what I mean, with the great reach that is taller than all the other guys that you, of course, got dropped by the uppercut with. That now you have to worry about the uppercut quite a bit because now it's easier for Fury to land an uppercut because of the height difference and if you're going to be on the inside. And so I think it's going to be an uppercut that undoes him again. I don't know if it will be the
You
finishing punch, but it'll be a punch that will set up and hurt him, and then he's going to be in trouble. It's going to be an
I
uppercut.
don't I don't think Fury has a finishing punch except for when he fights Wilder. But you and everybody
Yeah,
else with the uppercut, everybody has a everybody has a shot that's gonna hurt them. That's just, I mean, that's what
yeah.
happens with it. And if he boxes like I think he's gonna box and stays on his chest, I wouldn't worry about what Fury's gonna do because I don't think he's going in there worrying about what Fury's gonna do at all. I think his main objective is to stay focused and do what he needs to do. He care
I
less.
don't think
He's gonna be careful about Fury, of course, but I think his main focus is gonna be this is what I need to do and go from there. He has a fight plan, but he's great at following fight plans. He's great at it. You
that's
know,
cool. I'm just making a prediction that he will be hurt by an uppercut in this fight Saturday.
here he is,
It's going to be too easily be laid out for.
Mister Mister Junior. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh man, always a pleasure to have you, man. This would be yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. We have Hasim, the future heavyweight champion, Rahman Jr. All up in the house. All up in the house. All right now. So yeah, man. This is part two of what we did before. When you came on the first time, you basically told the audience about yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So what you're gonna do tonight is you're gonna tell them about the fight and your opponent, and how you feel about it, and go from there. And also, I got a co-host tonight. His name is well, why don't you introduce yourself, brother?
How you doing, young man? Mr. Rockman Jr., my name is Myron Magnus, man. This is Boxing Logics United. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you. Likewise.
My man.
Yeah. All right, Hasim, jump on in here, man, and break this fight down about how you think it's gonna go and how long it's gonna go, and just go ahead and break it down for the fans, man.
You talking about my fight?
Yes, sir.
Well, Friday, April 29th, I'm fighting the son of former heavyweight champion Tommy Morrison. His name is
Oh, wow.
James McKenzie Morrison. So this would be the first time that two former heavyweight champions have sons that climb through the ropes and compete in a professional boxing match. So history is already being made, and I would ruin all the fun if I told y'all what was gonna happen. Y'all gonna have to tune in and see.
Absolutely. That's
There
interesting.
you
Wow.
go. That's a salesman. That's a salesman right there. Salesman right there.
Wow. So he fighting Tommy Morrison's son. That's
Yes,
that's
sir.
crazy.
Yes, sir. But
What's
I
Tommy
heard.
Morrison's son's record?
He's 19 wins, no losses, 2 draws, and I'm 12 wins, no losses, no draws.
How many knockouts?
He has 17 knockouts in his 19 wins. I have 6 knockouts in my 12 wins.
All
Wow.
right.
Okay. You said Tommy Morrison's son got McKenzie Morrison. He got two losses and 2 draws.
No, he has no losses and 2 draws.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
We both undefeated.
Correct.
But I mean, his 2 draws came in his hometown, so you take what you want out of that.
There you go. I definitely will. I definitely will. We know what that means sometimes.
They sound like losses to me.
People who don't even know about boxing know what that means.
Yeah, they sound like he lost. That's
Yeah,
what that sounds like.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, brother, in our atmosphere of a lot, we have a lot of, low. I mean, with the casual fan, I should say they may not know what that means.
Right.
We got a lot of diehards that come to Troy Graham's channel, and we definitely know what that means.
But you know what, man? I heard from a little birdie, man, that you've been in training camp like a soldier. You're in great shape and you focus and you're just ready to go for this.
This is the first time I felt like I could lose a fight if I didn't prepare myself. So I prepared myself diligently. I prepared myself responsibly. I prepared myself in a way where no matter what happens on that Friday night, I'm gonna be okay because I know I worked the hardest I could work.
Absolutely. What is your what's your stature, man? Your measurements, your height?
I'm 6'3", I'm gonna weigh in around between 220 and 230.
Okay.
And
your reach?
you know, I'm not sure. I never had my reach measured. I'm not sure. I know it's not as long as my dad's. I know that much.
Okay.
I have a shorter reach. Heavyweight.
Gotcha.
My dad had an abnormally long. He had an 82.5-inch reach. His reach was crazy.
Yeah,
I think I might be around like a 78 or 70. I might have a 78 or 79-inch reach. Not really too sure.
Got you. But 6'3", 230, you're pretty compact and tight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've always had an athletic build.
Wow. Okay, I'm checking in for that. You said the 29th, Friday.
Definitely,
yes, sir,
definitely.
Next Friday.
Because the last time we were here, you said you'd have the information on where the fight is and the time and how much are the tickets and where we can watch the fight as well.
Everything, all the information for the fight is in my Instagram bio. You go check my Instagram _JR, and you go get the tickets for the fight right there, or you could download the app Fight TV, FITE TV, and it'll be available next week. I believe the pay-per-view is $30.
Got you. Are you fighting out of Baltimore?
I'm fighting out of Baltimore, Maryland forever.
Got you.
Right.
I'm here in DC, champ. So I'm just down 295.
Yes, sir.
Did you say Fight TV, Hasim?
Fight
Fight
TV. FITE TV. They spell fight wrong, but it's FITE TV.
Yeah, because I want to put that in the chat. I just want to get the spelling right. So go ahead and spell it one more time for me. Oh, okay. You said FITE TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Who's your promotional company?
Right now, Roy Jones Jr. is promoting this fight in association with Greg Cohen. So,
awesome.
Those are the guys promoting this fight.
Awesome. Okay. Damn. Do you have any previous fights on YouTube? I'm thinking.
Got you.
Nope.
No, not yet.
Well, actually, we do have one fight. There's one fight that got recorded and put up online, and it's the only common opponent that me and McKenzie have. It's Ronnie Hale. But yeah, I believe that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason why I got this fight is because of how I looked in that fight. So we'll see.
Okay. Okay, because I was going to ask you,
Troy. I'm gonna step off. I'm gonna go ahead and find that fight, and I'm gonna put it in the link.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, Rock. I was gonna ask you, all going well, right? Once you win, what's the next move for you after this?
Honestly, to give you my honest answer, I'm only thinking about McKenzie. I've seen so many people drop the ball, thinking ahead, and what
Hmm.
they're gonna do after they win, and what they're gonna do after they fight, and all that. I don't even have an after party plan. I'm solely,
Okay.
I'm solely focused on getting my hand raised on April 29th. That's my only focus. I don't have no thought about what I about what's next or the only thing that I've really talked about was with the guys that presented the fight to me is if I'd be interested in a rematch, and I told them of course I'll do a rematch. So that's the only thing. But fighting McKenzie Morrison is the only thing that's been on my mind. I don't have anybody else in mind. Nobody else matters because that Friday night is what matters the most, and is the only fight that matters.
Wise words spoken. Wise words spoken, man. So, how's the sparring going, man? And yeah, did you spar with anybody that we would know?
Maybe, but I would drop my sparring partners after the fight. Like I would let people know who I've been sparring after the fight, not before, because
All
people
right.
do a lot of weird internet stuff. So it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely
That's true.
I definitely let you know who I was boxing with after the fight. That's for sure.
That's true. And where did you train for this fight?
I trained in New York City, Brooklyn, New York to be exact.
Okay. Who was up there?
Yoel Judah is my head trainer.
That's right. You said, yeah, 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 yeah. That's a bad man. I told you. Yeah, that's a
Yes,
bad
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I saw some video of him when he was doing the martial arts back in the day. Bad man. So so yeah. So what is his training technique like, man? I mean, I, it sounds like it fits your spirit, but what is it like?
I mean, he's old school. He's old school, so he he's definitely a no nonsense guy, and
Hmm.
he definitely makes you work. He brings out the dog in me. I don't know if it works for everybody, but I've known Yoel since before I was a teenager, so I
Right.
trust him. I trust in his word. He's been in boxing over 50 years, so he knows how to fight. He knows how to tell you how to fight and what to do. So whenever I'm in there, I definitely trust his voice.
Excuse me. Yeah, yeah. That's good, man. That's good. I tell you what. I tell you the one thing I used to hate when I was boxing was the running. How many how many times a day do you run, or is it just like miles that you do?
Sometimes twice a day. Definitely twice.
I didn't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
No, sometimes twice a day, but definitely every day.
Yeah. So what you run like 5 miles a day, or or
Sometimes,
actually less
sometimes
than that?
five, sometimes seven, sometimes
I
just
don't
run
miss it.
sprints. It all depends on the
Yeah,
day.
I don't miss it, man. I don't miss running, man. I used to love sparring. That was my thing. I want to come in and spar all damn day. Yeah, man.
Yeah, running make the sparring easy though.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, man. Every time I speak to you, man, you got this shine about your spirit. So I don't even worry about you with this fight, man. You're gonna stay focused. You're gonna do what you need to
Thank you, I
do
appreciate that.
and all that, man. And I'm sure you're watching film on him too as well, right?
Yes, sir. I got eyes everywhere.
That's good, good, good. Because I know a lot of older trainers. They don't really watch film. What they do is they train you to be your best.
Yes, sir.
They train you to be your best, and then and then you go from there. You basically go from there. But but I tell you what, man, I got a
Yes,
couple
sir.
of names.
Absolutely. Looking very much.
I,
Very much
I got a couple of names I'm gonna throw out there to you since they fighting Saturday and you fight Friday, right?
Okay.
Fury and White.
I like Tyson Fury, but you can't count White out. But I'm gonna
Okay.
go with Tyson Fury. But Dillian White is a soldier. He a soldier. He pack a knockout punch. So you can't ever
And
count him out. But Tyson Fury is he the man at heavyweight right now. So he
yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
pick for me.
Well, that's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing. But we shall see. We shall see. Because that's gonna be where you are one day. That's gonna
Yes,
be
sir.
where
Yes,
you
sir.
are one day. But
This fight is a WBC championship fight. So uh, he fighting for the WBC world title, and we're fighting for the WBC US title. So
okay,
we
okay,
definitely looking to bump heads.
okay. Well, like I said, I can see that. I can see that in the near future with you, man. Because you know what, man, the hardest thing to do sometime in the sport is just to stay focused. If you can stay focused, everything else becomes easy. You know, the
Yes, sir.
running, the sparring, they just become easy for you. And I'll be honest with you, man. You know, Ali used to say that the easiest thing he had to do was the actual fight.
Yep. Because all the hard
Yeah,
work is done in the gym.
yeah. All of the hard work was in the gym. I mean, it was just amazing, man. But tell me this, man. Just to bring up Ali again, he said when he got really hurt, there was this place that he went into, and he got kind of numb. Have you been? Have you ever been so hurt that everything just stopped around you, and you had to go to your special place to win?
Nope, I ain't been there yet.
All right, all right. But some tell me you took a few people there, though, right?
I would like to imagine I seen a few people in that space on the other side. I ain't been over there yet.
That's good. That's good, brother. I don't want you to go over there, but it's a part of the business, though.
Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is.
Man, and it don't take much, man. If you ever get caught in the temple, right?
Yes, I have. I know what that feels like to get hit in the temple and your body freeze. I've definitely had
Yes,
that happen
yes,
before.
yes, yes, yes. Because Bernard Hopkins, when he got his first title shot against there was a Colombian fighter whose name I can't remember, right? He said the dude caught him on the temple twice, and he saw three of them, and his legs felt like he was swimming in water, right?
Yeah.
So his trainer told him, punch the one in the middle. Uh, just go ahead and punch the one in the middle. And
Right.
he asked him about his legs, and what about my legs? He's like, walk it off, just punch and move, punch and move. And eventually, he said around the 10th, 11th round, he started,
Everything
he
came back.
started, yeah, he started coming back, man. He started getting his feeling back and all that. And I want to say that you actually told me you trained with this brother, Buddy McGirt, right?
No, my dad did. I haven't trained with him.
Okay, okay, your dad did, yeah. Buddy McGirt fought a guy named Baltazar back in the day, right? And in the second round, Baltazar dropped Buddy like a bag of bricks, right?
Yeah.
And for the next 8 rounds, Buddy just boxed so smooth, and by the end of the 10th round, he was winning the fight. 12th round, he won the fight. Buddy turned to his manager and said his trainer after the fight and said, yeah, 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 did I win? He was like, yeah. he, he was out of it.
Yeah, he was just fighting just off of instinct.
Exactly. Everything was instinct, man. But because like you talked about the training with brother Judah, right? Not Judah, but Yoel, right?
Yeah, Joel Judah.
Yeah, he keep okay. Yes, yeah, yeah. He keeps you sharp and all that, man. And you have that type of personality where you won't lose yourself and get all nervous and things like that. But we're not gonna focus on anything like that happening to you. We're gonna focus on you doing something like that to your opponent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's always the silent types, like the ones that stay calm, but as soon as they get you hurt, you might as well cancel Christmas, like Tommy says.
Right,
Yeah, yeah, man. Go ahead and cancel Christmas. This one's over. It's over.
right.
So, so yeah, man. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those fights that the fans don't want to miss because he's what 20 what Hasim
Um,
Morrison.
not sure. He's
Okay,
30. He's 30 years old.
there you go.
Yeah, we both
See,
30.
there you go.
We both 30.
You 26 by the way of 30, but we're gonna push 26.
Right, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
So yeah, so definitely, man, definitely. But who's on the undercard and all that? You know who's fighting on undercard and all that.
Yeah, it's a huge undercut. We got Keith Hunter, Sharif Rockman. There's Steve Cunningham Jr. will be making his pro debut.
Woo! Okay, I
Uh,
didn't know his son was fighting.
yeah, his son will be making his pro debut. So it's gonna be a hell of a show. I think it's gonna be a night jam packed with action, and I'm looking forward to closing the show in beautiful fashion because
Yes,
I
yeah,
want.
definitely, definitely. I did not know that Steve had a son who was fighting. Man, it's definitely something good, man. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you got Morrison, and you got Cunningham fighting.
Me, Morrison, Cunningham. We got Hunt, um, uh, uh, Hunter, um,
Yes.
Keith Hunter, son of Michael the Bounty Hunter. We got Isaiah Selden, Bruce Selden's son. You got
Oh. Okay.
Aaron Pryor Jr. is on the card. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Robert
Yeah.
Robert Daniel Jr. is on the card, and yeah, I believe that's all the juniors. But it's definitely gonna be a big night. Big
Aaron
night.
Pye Jr. Is this an older cat or is this a younger
Nah,
junior?
he's been Aaron Pryor Jr. has been around for a long time. He's 22 on the
That
left.
okay? That's what I was thinking about because Aaron Pryor Jr. that I know about came out in the '90s or whatever or
Yeah,
something like
still fighting. He's still fighting.
yeah. Okay, and he was taller than his dad was. He got a little height on him.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know, man. Everybody's getting it in, man. And as far as the promoter, man, is that your dad or who's promoting this fight?
Roy Jones is promoting this fight.
Okay, Roy. Okay, Roy doing some big things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, once you win, you tell Roy, "Hey, look, sir, I want to fight in I want to fight in Baltimore next. We got this big arena. People could just catch the light rail there. They ain't gotta worry about parking, right?
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to bring some heat to Baltimore. I want to come defend my title in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Once I win it, but like I said, I haven't really thought about too much what I want to do after the fight. I just
yes,
been
sir.
focused on getting the belt first, and then I could make my. I basically look at this fight like it's a blank check behind this man. So
Okay,
I fight this man, and then my next check is blank. I put whatever I want on it. We fight wherever we want, whoever we want, wherever we want, and uh it's literally gonna be a result of all the hard work we put in over the past 16 years.
okay, okay. Well, I tell you what. This is me talking now. It's not Hasim Rahman Jr. This is me seeing the future, right? So it'll be you as a headliner, Tank, right? And uh, and on the undercard, funny enough, we got Franchon Cruz, right?
Yeah,
And then we got the brother that I'm going to interview that's out of Umar Boxing, Ahmed Muhammad. He fights at 140. Then you got the Robinson boys who fight at 147. All out and Tank used to work with them when they were at Upton. Upton Gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got all of them, every last one of y'all champions, every last one of y'all, and you all brought it all back to Baltimore, man.
Yes, sir. We trying to make the city hot.
Yeah, man. And you're showing them kids like, look, man, we from here and we did it here now, and we came back here and we're gonna keep doing it here. You know how many lives you could change and affect with that, man?
Man, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, trust me, ain't no hoping it's gonna happen. And God spared my life, I'll be there. You know, of course, of course, I got to sneak my own food in because I just don't buy food outside the house, man. So I'll definitely come through and I'll sit up in the front row and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, uh, that'll be great, man. That'll be great for the city, man. That'll be van freaking tastic right there.
I love to see it.
Yeah, man. And I'll be over there just shining and happy to see y'all all win. Yeah, because and then and then you go to DC and you realize, well, you got some competition up there too. So you make a DC, Baltimore thing, and they got to come into Baltimore to fight y'all, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Troy.
Hmm. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
I'm walking into my MRI for this fight.
Yeah. Okay.
Something I
Okay.
gotta do. So,
Yes, sir.
if we want to talk next week, we can finish up next week, or we could do it after the fight, whichever one
I
you
tell
would.
you, I tell you what. Just real quick, Major Key wants to say something to you, and then after that, you're good to go, man. It'll probably be about 2 minutes. Go
Oh, it's
ahead.
all good. It's all good. It was a regular Q&A. I'm just going to wish you luck, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping to chop it up with you, but do this call. I completely understand that. So do your thing, brother. You know what I'm saying? Go blooded. We look to,
Yes,
to see
sir.
your
Go
name
blooded.
being buzzed all around. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Thank
We're
you so
gonna,
much.
gonna try to figure out a little catchy slogan for you. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yes,
can get
sir.
that gold blooded name out there. But
Yes, sir.
definitely, man, yo, do your thing. I appreciate you jumping on, and we'll chop it up again.
I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, I'll speak to y'all after the fight.
Much respect,
All right,
man.
brother.
Much respect,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you, guys.
All
If I
right.
didn't have this MRI, I'd sit here and talk to y'all, but I got to get this MRI done so they can let me fight.
We understand, man.
No doubt, no
Okay.
We
doubt.
understand it's part of business. So, yeah, man. Go ahead and be safe and take care of your business, there, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. God bless.
All
Sure.
right, man. God bless. Yes, sir. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hasim Rahman Jr., very good, solid, focused brother. He fights on the 29th against Tommy Morrison's son, McKenzie.
Mm.
McKenzie. I definitely got to watch
Man,
that fight. Sometimes it's going to be special. So what's up,
shit,
Major?
I got about 5 minutes, Troy, because I was sitting in the back for like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, go ahead, man. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
so
speak
it's
your
good. No,
piece.
I'm saying
Yeah, I didn't see you back there. I got to talking and I didn't even see you, to be honest with you.
it's all good though. Sharp young brother, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I wish him the best of luck. You know what I mean? Um, you know, he said he's not going to talk about the sparring. Not going to look ahead of his competition, which is
Yeah,
wise. You know what I mean? I was
good.
going to ask him some follow up questions on some different stuff, but I'll save that for the next time we speak. But I
Okay.
definitely wish him luck. You know what I mean? And we'll see what the future holds for the young brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right, man.
And it
Well,
sounds like
hell,
he's got a good camp though. Is Roy Jones throwing the fight? It's on. Was that on Fight TV?
yes, yes, yes. It's in the
So
chat.
okay, so
FITE. Lisa
yep,
Bell's put it in here.
that's what's
FITE.
up. So yeah, so you just need to download that app. You know what I'm saying? And so shit. So he's got Roy Jones, like I said, promoting that. He's got a bunch of juniors on the undercards, right? He's fighting
Hmm.
the son of a legend. Yeah, man. It sounds like he's being set up for success. So
Yeah, man. He's coming along real well. He's coming along real well, man. I don't mean to sound and based on my history, people gonna say that I'm hating, but I don't think he would have accomplished all this if he stayed with Mayweather. He had to step out and do his own thing. He had to.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right about that. The world will never know. You know what I'm saying? But
I think we do based on what's going on right now. So yeah.
I mean, I feel you, man. I just, you know me, bro. I don't like to dive into the business because we're not behind the closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the
Nah,
contracts,
nah,
looking at
nah.
what's really going on. You know,
I'm
we
just saying.
only know what's being seeped out, and we don't know who is being seeped out by. You know, so
I'm just poking the bear to the Mayweather fans. Is all. Poking the bear, baby.
I know, and I'm just disconnecting myself from the association of that comment. That's all I'm doing. You know.
Well, no, all you got to do is just get a PBS. These are the words of Troy Graham. They do not represent. Wait a second. This ain't Major Key Boxing. This is yeah. I can't say that because the show has my name on it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait till you see what I do tomorrow. I'm gonna send you the artwork for the show that I'm gonna do tomorrow. Nobody else in who's talking boxing is bold enough to do what I'm gonna do tomorrow. You all some cowards, man. Some
Shit, man.
cowards.
Don't. I mean, I'm saying don't get no strikes. You know what I'm saying? Get booted off of the internet. You know what I mean? Or get
I'm gonna careful. No, no,
a
no, no. It's gonna be a nice.
a lewd and lascivious charge and shit. Don't get no lewd and lascivious charge.
Nah, it's gonna be a fair. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Con Shawner? It's gonna be a fair competition. I mean, a fair conversation, I should say. But nobody else is tackling it because they don't want to. But I want to tackle it, and I
What?
seriously want to tackle it for a purpose. I seriously want to for a purpose because they just don't belong in the sport.
Oh, you talking about when you go live tomorrow?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, because I got to do my research today and get involved in these groups and see if I get them to set me up for tomorrow.
No doubt. Well, listen, I got to get back to what I was doing. But yo, tell Double M, my boy, my wrong Magnus, my brother right there, stop ducking. Stop ducking, man. Holler at me.
Is he still
All
here? I
right.
think he bounced. Yeah, I think he
Oh, he
bounced,
bounced
man.
already?
But yeah, huh?
I said, oh, he bounced already. Oh man. Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, I didn't have time to chop it up right now anyway. But I was just saying, like, for future reference.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just playing with him though. You know what I mean? Yeah, we need to get on the same panel and have one of our discussions. You know what I mean? Because that dude could twist a freaking narrative if I ever seen anybody do it.
Did you
And he
watch the
probably
show
thinks the
on
same of
10
me.
Minutes?
That's the beautiful thing. He probably thinks the same of me. So I love having conversations with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of these people where you can have a full blown conversation, but they don't get
Hmm.
disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the love of boxing. So I love chopping
Oh
it up
yeah,
with my role
well,
when it comes to that.
yeah. Well,
Huh?
you got to understand that I've heard y'all talk for an hour and change off. And I was like, the hell with y'all. I'm going to sleep.
You broke up right there, Troy.
Nah, I said I've heard y'all talk for over an hour. Then I said, the hell with y'all. I'm going to sleep. Right?
Yeah. Man, I've had 2 hour conversations with that dude, man, arguing about like freaking multiple conversations, bro. Like just whole different topic, an hour deep into the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I got you.
it's because he's intellectual, so you know what I mean. So that's what it is. When you have 2 intellectual minds speaking, you're gonna keep building and building and building. You know, and that's is always a great thing, man.
Yeah.
But with that being said, man, I really got to bounce, bro. I'll holler at you, man. Holler at me
Okay, go
later.
ahead.
If
Yeah.
any,
Huh?
all right. I said, holler
All
at me
right.
later if anything. All right, peace.
I got you, man. I got you. Hey, Bruce. Bruce, if you're still here, man, jump on the panel real quick if you're still here. Jump on the panel. I want to talk to you about something. And yes, it has to do with boxing, but it's not a fight or anything. I got some disappointment, man. I was so disappointed in something this weekend. This It was supposed to be here by Monday. Actually, it's supposed to be here by the 12th, and then the 16th, and then Monday, and it never showed up. So jump on here. Let me tell you what that is, old Big Bruce. And anybody else wants to jump on, jump on. I'll stay on until 9 o'clock because right now it's 8 o'clock, so I'll stay on until 9 o'clock. Right? Now we can go from there. Uh Good interview, man. Good interview. I usually grade myself to see how I could do. I felt like I could do lot more. Uh, I give myself a C plus on that one, man. There's a lot more that I could have done. But the first thing I did right was show up. The second thing I did was show up. So C plus for tonight. C plus for tonight, my good friend. C plus. C plus. Let me see if I could get this brother here to come on because I'm always on his show, so I want him to get on my show now. Fair is fair, right? Let's see what we got. But yeah, Bruce must be gone. And Con Shanry never jumps on the panel, and I haven't seen Boxing Lounge in a minute. What's up, Boxing Lounge? I haven't seen you in a minute. You know what? Me and you about to have it. Me and you about to have it, Alabama. So yeah, I'll do that. Um, I'm going to invite this guy. I'm not going to say his name. He got his own platform and all that. Definitely want to talk some business with old boy. We'll see if he's bold enough to come on. I doubt it, though. I strongly doubt it, you know? Yeah, I definitely wanted to tell. Yeah, well, Bruce, if you're not here, I'm gonna I ordered those books, Bruce. I ordered two of those books that you have, and everything was working well, but then they said they got lost in shipping. I lost my books in shipping, man, and I never got them back, you know. I got a refund though. I just didn't get the books. I really wanted the books. Really wanted the books, but I never got them, unfortunately. So yeah, it's definitely something I wanted. But it ain't work out like that. Come on the show. Other than that, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 6 more minutes. Let me let this brother know when I'm sending him a text. Because he's not someone I talk to every day. So, but hopefully, that's a damn shame. I text everybody except for the man that I wanted to talk to. It makes no damn sense. I text everybody except for the dude I wanted to talk to. Oh man, that tells you a lot. All right, let me see if I can call this cat real quick. You all just ride along with me. No, I'm not flushing for content because I'm gonna end the show in a little bit, but I'm trying to get this brother called Basement Boxing on, and because he's a good dude, man. He got his own platform, so you know he's always right by me. I just wanted to get him on here and do right by him. Yeah, I think fair is fair like that, you know. Matter of fact, hold on a minute. Hold on, y'all. Right. He probably asleep. He go to work in the morning. That's right. I keep forgetting that. I thought I was mute this whole time, y'all. Sorry about that. I was obviously not mute. I thought I was mute. All right. I'm gonna have to cut it short. But Let me call this brother here. There's still so much for me to learn while I'm doing this whole podcast thing, you know? That's the whole. They say the largest room in the world is room for improvement, though. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit more, ladies and gentlemen, simply because you know what? I feel like it. Even if I'm up in here talking to myself, I'm gonna start a new show real quick. Uh, images. Nah, nah, no. We're not gonna do that. Okay, we ain't doing this either. But yeah, I'm gonna start pretty much. Okay, what I mean by that, I'm gonna start a new show. I'm not ending this show any at all. I'm just probably start a new conversation, I should say. If I get the folks on who want to come on, then I'm definitely gonna start a new conversation and go from there. Because to be very honest with you, I have nothing else to do. I'm bored today. Well, no, I'm not even bored, and I don't watch TV. I do more reading than anything else. So if I get them on, then we'll chop it up about boxing, and yeah, maybe y'all can have a good time with that. There we go. But yes, sir. Lisa Bells, how you be? Let me do my thank yous like y'all gonna leave. I just want to thank everybody. Uh-oh, scroll on up. Lisa Bells, thank you for your time. Major Key, thank you for your time. I'm not going nowhere though. Thank you for putting in that work too, Lisa Bells, and getting me the right spelling. Fight TV. Andrew Charles, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? Con Shannery, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guido! You still here, Guido? Because I got the link, so jump on. Boxing Logics United. Girl behind the mic. Hey, I tell you what, the reason I asked you to email me is because people steal your ideas a lot, girl behind the mic, and I didn't want them to steal mine. So that's why I said to email me, and I could tell you what my ideas were about the show we were talking about. If you got a second, you can always jump on the link because the link is right above your name. Right, Myron, respect. Bruce, Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more respect. Uh so use. I'm messing up your name terrible. Nice. Thank you. Con Shonery. Lisa Bells again. Respect. So yeah, I'm just waiting, anticipating. That's Guido. That's Brandon. What's up, Brandon?
Hey,
Can you hear
Troy.
me?
Can you hear me, Troy?
Yeah, loud and clear, good sir. Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience, man, so you're not a stranger to the community, as they like to say.
Okay, let me turn my TV down. I'm here sitting with my son here. My name is
Hmm.
Brandon. I'm a matchmaker and boxing manager located here in Houston. I guess I've been knowing Troy almost a year now. I guess we've been talking on podcasts, talking boxing and all that stuff. So yeah, he told me he had the show going, so I hopped on here, see how everything was going.
Yeah, because we did an interview with Hasim Rahman Jr. and he had to cut it short because he has a fight coming up next week, Friday, right? And he had to go do his MIR, right, for the fight.
Oh, okay.
And so, oh yeah, you ever got in touch with Basement?
Yeah, he might be hopping on in a minute. He said
Okay.
it's cool, so it might be a couple of minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, he said he had to go do that, or else he would have just stayed on here. That is a very focused, bright young man right there. Very focused, bright young man. Uh, uh, everybody says what's up to you. You got Khan, you got Khan Shonery. There he is, right there. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, it's Basement Boxing, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. Step up and tell the people who you are there, Mr. Basement.
Hey, thank you for having me on. Thank you for having me on. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, Troy?
Hey, Basement, how
Um,
you doing, brother?
all is well, baby. All is well. I see Woman was on here. Thank you for showing up. Somebody else said, hey, Bacon. Hey, Brandon. Wow, I'm tired now. Matchmakers are important in boxing. Yes, sir? That was for you, Brandon.
Oh, okay. I know you said matchmakers are important for boxing, but I mean
Yeah, that was a comment. It was a comment from the chat, man.
okay. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to see you guys on YouTube here so I can see the chat as well. But yeah, it's a living, man. It's a living, bro. It's a lot of work. You lose a lot of hair, but it's a living.
Okay, well, let me start the conversation off on this, so we'll all start off on a fair foot. So y'all not trying to say I'm not starting off fair, right? Let's start with Cambosos versus Haney. I'm just gonna say the fights. Shakur versus, is it Valdez, y'all?
Yep, it's
Huh?
Valdez. No, it's
Okay.
Valdez.
And then you have then you have the superstar fight with the young ladies, right?
Yep,
Right?
that's all. Yeah, that's all coming up in a few weeks.
Okay, now tell me something. One of those ladies is from the United States, or is they both?
I don't know. I know one of them is. I think Kate Taylor's from the UK and
Okay.
Serrano's from here, from the USA, I
Okay,
believe.
good. Okay, good. So that's three fights I just named, right? That's three fights. Both of them have an American fighter in there, or or at least two American fighters that are going to fight, right? And then of course there's Dillian White versus Tyson Fury. And people are saying that that fight's of no interest because there's nobody. That fight's not being pushed because a UK fight. Can you tell me how many how many ads you've seen for the Haney fight? How many ads you've seen, for the Shakur fight? How many ads you've seen for the female fight, please?
I mean, me personally, I have seen about the same. They all have been just flyers, I guess, digital flyers online, Twitter.
Online, I mean, have you seen any commercials for all three of those fights online?
I have not seen any commercials. That doesn't mean there aren't commercials. I have not seen any commercials.
Okay, Basement. Have you seen any big push for all those three fights?
No, only push I've seen is on social media.
No, no, push is, when I say push, I mean by the real companies, not by
No,
us.
no.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
Top Rank could put something on Instagram, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, I believe on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah,
they posted Shakur and Valdez.
yeah.
And
I've seen
that's
a
it.
flyer. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I saw that blood, sweat, and tears thing they did with Shakur and
Mm-hmm.
Valdez on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, there's not really. It's promotional material, but it's not like an advertisement. Like, hey, a 30-second commercial or something. It's more like how HBO did their 24/7 kind of thing. So I don't know if that counts towards it. But I saw that on YouTube. But I saw that, but that was actually very random. It wasn't like I knew it was coming on when I saw it.
Okay, okay. Now, I'm actually asking because has there been any? Has anybody said that those fights have sold out their respective places where they're going to fight? Have they sold out their arenas? Have they sold out the casino they was going to be in or anything? No.
From my knowledge, the tickets ain't even went on sale.
Well, I can't tell you about the Australian thing because I don't know what Australia's doing. As far as
Okay.
Katie Taylor and Shakur Stevenson, I would assume tickets are still available because I haven't heard anything about tickets being sold out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you what I've heard. I can't say that it's 100% fact.
Thank you for your honesty. Now, this is where we need the apostle and his needling. And I'm curious as to why all these Americans, well, I should say a lot of Americans I hear on podcasts and all that are saying people don't care about the white versus Fury fight. Ain't nobody talking about it. But you know what? It sold out a 95,000 seat arena, and it's still buzz for the fight now. And and if you watch the press conference, let me tell you what you saw. You saw Fury's secondary coaches. You saw his coaches, and most importantly, you saw Fury being calm, and you didn't see Fury give away his fight plan. Why didn't he give White his fight plan like he did to Deontay Wilder? Why? That's up to you, Brandon.
Oh, I mean, Tyson. I mean, let's be honest. Boxing is a very entertaining sport. We want to hear the
Hmm.
things, we want to see the things, but a fighter knows that you can only do a certain tactic to certain people. And I think a lot of people underestimate Dillian White because I think they look at him and say, I don't know who he is. Oh, or he hasn't really fought nobody. But there's a reason why people are not going towards Dillian White to fight. If Dillian White was really this easy, call him a bum or whatever kind of fighter, everybody would be saying, get me Dillian White, get me Dillian White. But no one's doing that. And I think that's because and Tyson Fury is not stupid. He knows that, look, if you kind of tell somebody what you're going to do and they actually believe you and listen and they're capable of coming up with a plan to prevent that, that's your fault for telling them in advance what you're going to do or how you're going to do it. And I think Tyson Fury wants to be able to have as many surprises for Dillian as he wants to.
But he came out in the last two fights and he told Wilder word for word, "This is what I'm going to do. Stop me."
Well, yeah, but you have to realize he had fought Wilder once already, got the draw because of the two knockdowns. But I mean, he actually boxed. He boxed way. He won more rounds. Just 2 rounds of the knockdowns gave him a draw. So when he's fighting Wilder the second and third time, you're fighting somebody you already know what they can and can't do. You don't have a. You can tell them. If I'm playing basketball with you and you don't have a jump shot, I'm gonna tell you, oh, you know what, Troy, I'm gonna give you threes all day. I'm not gonna guard you because I know you can't shoot a three.
He
I
didn't
mean,
say that to White.
well,
He
he's not
didn't
gonna
say that
say.
to White. Yeah.
Well, he's not gonna say that to White because he doesn't know how White's gonna fight. Like I said, that second and third fight with Fury and Wilder, Fury knew what Wilder was about. He said, "Look, this guy has an amazing right hand. He's not the world's best boxer, but I know I know who he is. I felt his power. With White, this is completely a clean slate. You have no idea how he punches. You have no idea what his game plan is. And believe it or not, White has a better physique to beat Fury because he's shorter, so Fury just can't reach out and grab him without exposing his ribs to some really hard power shots. And being that White is kind of instead of being a long, stringy guy like Wilder, he's kind of more compact in a sense at 6'4". Those are guys that they have amazing ability to lean on you as well and drain you of your energy.
Very correct. Very correct. Now the reason I dragged it out with asking you all those questions about all those other fights, because if this fight, I keep hearing that nobody wants to see this fight. Obviously, nobody wants to see the other fights either, right?
The Katie Taylor, you mean the other two fights you mentioned, Katie Taylor and
Yeah,
Cambosis
both
Haney?
and and Shakur, because you don't hear nothing about them either, do you?
No, but you're not going to hear. You probably will not hear much because as good as Haney is, he's not a household name here. He's a great fighter, but he's not somebody that he can walk down the street in 6 or 7 major cities, and people will just flock to him because they know who he is. He's known in boxing, but he's not known
If he's
he's not a
promoted right,
popular
he can.
culture. Say it again.
If he's promoted right, he can.
Well, even with promoting right, you have to have that fight that is going to gather people's attention. Like people are going to have to say, "Look, here's a fight that we can't miss. It's important." And Kambosos is a big fight. It's a big fight. It's a good fight. I think what will happen is that this is the fight where his stock will go up as far as it goes to popularity because he's fighting in Australia. So we might not talk about it that much over here, but I guarantee you in Australia, um, Western Europe, the UK, they're talking about this Devin Haney guy. So he's gonna get some exposure to a few other continents, which is always a good thing in boxing. So, but I don't think we'll see anywhere close as of the promotion and traffic for the fight as they're going to see over there. And with Katie Taylor Serrano, that's just I mean, as much as you're trying to push the fight and market the fight, unfortunately, women's boxing it just does not get the push that men's boxing does.
It should.
I mean, it should. It just does not get the push.
Yeah, because the suits don't want to push it. The fans want it though.
Well,
Fans do.
but that's the thing when the networks are the ones who pay. When the networks are the ones who are paying for the fight and everything, they kind of dictate just how what you can and can't do with promoting it. And to them, it's not the sport; it's money. It's a business. So it is what it is.
Excuse me. And Brandon, where's this notion coming from that Fury is just going to walk through White? Every platform I go on, that I go on personally, no one is giving White a chance to do anything. Nobody.
Well, here's what I would tell you: the people who are saying that White has no shot, he's going to get walked through. And anybody who's listening, this is the first thing I would say. Who are these people that are saying it? Are they trainers, former boxers, or are they Tyson Fury fans? Or Dillian White haters? Or people who don't know who Dillian White really is? And I'm not saying I'm not saying you cannot have your opinion, but 9 times out of 10, if you go talk to somebody who works in boxing, they usually say, "Hey, you know what? Tyson Fury should win this fight, but I got a feeling Dillian White's going to give him some trouble." Tyson Fury may knock him out, but I feel like Dillian White can get the upset. You don't ever just count the other man out in boxing. One punch changes everything, and then you're looking kind of silly because you predicted this was going to be the ending, and look what happened.
Well, the folks I'm talking about are other podcasters. I just call them mouth breathers because I was on one show, right? I was on one show and I told the host, look, I hear all these people coming on saying that White's gonna get run through by Fury. What I don't hear is how. And these grown men called me back and told me, they actually called back personally to speak to me on the show, right? And they said, well, we don't have to tell you how. We just know that it's gonna be. I'm like, okay, there's a difference between knowing and not knowing, and you obviously don't know nothing. You don't know anything, so cut it out. I can't stand the mouth breathers, man. Can't stand them.
Well, my thing is this: you have the right to have that opinion. Like, I won't tell a fan that he can't have his thought, his prediction on how the fight's going to end. You can definitely have that. I can't tell you can't have that. But if you want someone to take you serious, you need to be able to walk them through it at the very least. At the very least, at least be able to say, look, he's going to win, overhand right. Say something. If your whole thing is he's going to beat him, how? By punching him. Then more than likely, you don't know boxing, And I'm not saying that I'm a boxing expert because I'm not, but there's people who are fans of something or people who actually say, I want to take time to learn and have an educated, logical opinion. Did I lose you, Troy?
I'm sorry, man. I was on mute this whole time, wasn't I?
Yeah, because I'm like, I thought I lost you for a second, man.
No, no, man. I was just on mute when you don't hear me. But basically, it kills me when that happens because all those dudes that are talking, right, that say that Fury's gonna run through White, those are the same dudes that are Jesus Christ, Wilder fans. Those are the same dudes that are Wilder fans. So now what you're doing is you cheer for Wilder's conqueror. Shouldn't you be the ones that are pushing hardest for White?
Well, no, you shouldn't be.
Explain
Because
that to me, please. Break that
okay,
down. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and
okay,
break that down. So we get
no,
okay. Please.
this is my thought process. I'm not saying this is exactly what they're doing, but
Yeah,
if I want Wilder to be really considered a really good boxer who loses to a better boxer, then I need that better boxer that I'm saying who is Fury to beat everybody else. Because if Dillian White goes in there and beats up Tyson Fury, then it becomes this thing that okay, Wilder lost to Fury, who lost to White. So how good is Wilder if he couldn't beat the guy that Dillian White could beat? But if Fury can come in and say, "Look, I done beat White, I done beat Wilder, I done beat so and so, I done beat so and so, I done beat so and so." Well, hey, you know what? You lost to a Hall of Fame, one all time great in Tyson Fury. So really, if
no, you didn't.
no, but I'm saying, so really, if you are a Deontay Wilder fan, you want Tyson Fury to be considered or be looked at as such a super great fighter that it doesn't make you question if Wilder just was not as good as you thought you were.
Yeah, well, that's kind of no. That's kind of not how. At least to me, I understand the logic that you want the fighters that you beat to keep on winning, right? I get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but at the same time, that doesn't explain how fighter A is just going to walk through fighter B.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. If I'm a fan of Fighter C, I'm not trying to explain Fighter A and B. Like
No,
if
no,
I'm
no.
a
You're a
if,
fan.
if
You're a fan. There is no fighter C because I guess that would be me. I'd be fighter C. So you can't tell me anything because I'm waiting on outside.
well, no, what I'm saying is that what I'm saying that's my son in the background. What I'm saying is this.
Uh-huh.
Let's say, for example, I'm a Wilder fan, and Wilder is Fighter
Yes,
C.
you are.
Okay, so you have Fighter A and B, which is White and Fury. I don't know how A and B are going to end the fight because I don't really know A and B. I know C, but A and B I don't know. I'm going to make a prediction, but I can't tell you how it's going to go because I don't really know either one of these guys. Because I know C, I don't know A and B.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me why these fans are saying that he's just going to walk through them. Because you can't tell me. I mean, you're not in their head, so you can't tell me. That's a simple answer. You're just not inside their head. And then then you have these contact create. Is a con. What the hell? What the hell are we considered, Brandon? Content creators, right?
Content creators.
They're supposed to have some knowledge of the damn sport, right? They're like, yeah, man, Dillion's gonna crack his head right here. Here's your check from last week. And I'm like, oh, nice.
I mean,
And
okay, that's a different discussion because content creators, and I mean, I know it's irony that we're on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, that we're on YouTube doing this, but there's a lot of people who are on YouTube who are boxing content creators that are just kind of they create clickbait and um, they don't understand the business or the sport. And unfortunately, there's a lot of fans who are believing the things that they're saying and they're buying into it. And it's like teaching someone how to drive a car wrong. And then they get out there on the road and start driving, and it's just a complete, accident galore kind of thing. So some of these
mm,
people are content creators, but I'm not going to say they actually have taken time to learn boxing.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, just yeah. But if you're covering a sport, shouldn't you have working knowledge of it?
If you care about the sport, but if you're there to get clicks, you're not gonna really like. I mean, if I don't like right now, if I want to say something that's gonna get clicks, which is gonna give me money, I'm not really worried about how true I am. I'm not how I mean how true it is, or if I actually understand how it works. As long as the people are clicking on it and they believe that I understand, that's it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've heard some things since I've been on here that are just me as a fan of the sport. One guy was on somebody else's podcast and he was talking to Sugar Hill, right? You come off mute, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he was talking to Sugar
Okay.
Hill. And he told Sugar Hill that, let me tell you what, after that first fight, I was so mad at you that it sh- um, I wanted you and your family to die in a firebomb. I was gonna firebomb your family's vehicle or something similar to that. That's what he said to the man face to face on social media. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, but what I will say though is I have seen some people who are very. I mean, I have people who are friends with boxing, and we don't talk boxing because
Yeah.
boxing is a very emotional thing for them. Like it's not like I can talk to them just have fun. They don't care. To them, boxing is life. If you talk bad about a boxer or something happens, it's almost their level of fanatical belief is just through the roof, bro.
Yeah, and then I heard another boxer, another guy. He was in a chat. He was in a chat with us, but he's a content creator also. He told everybody that he heard that he works with that he hopes that Fury gets shot. This is after he knocked out Wilder the third time.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not surprised. Like I've had people say some things. I haven't had nobody threaten me, but I've had some people be very emotional with fights. I remember, and I mean, I'm pretty sure people who are listening remember when Wilder lost to Fury. It was like there had to be, when Wilder said that it was loaded gloves or whatever. He had the right to make a claim or whatever, but you saw some people become so enraged over the fact that Wilder lost that social media was just torn asunder. Like there was no peaceful
Mm.
conversations about that fight the first 2 or 3 weeks.
I'm sorry, Brandon. I think I was on mute again, but I'm about to cut it off in the next 5 minutes, man. But yeah. But who do you have Saturday, man? Who do you have Saturday?
I mean, I'm feeling white for some reason. I don't know why. I don't. Well, I know why. I think I'm feeling white.
It's kind of me,
I'm,
Brandon.
Here's my reason
Is
why I
it?
think white will win. Fury hasn't fought anybody other than Wilder in almost 3 years. Um, well, yeah, I guess 2 years we know at least. I feel like Fury is getting that point where he doesn't have that same focus with it because he has, he's 32, he has wife, he has kids. He doesn't want. He seems like he wants to be an entertainer, but not so much a boxer. And it seems like White is trying to make steps to not get caught up in the promotional hype, the promotional arguing, and come out there and take it to Fury.
He's gonna take it to him, all right. I really and truly feel that White is focused on finishing that fight on Saturday. I mean, somewhere like
I
I
hope
said,
so.
the seventh. What's that? Yeah, because if you look at the press conference, this is the first time in a long time. Why would he need a secondary coaches out there? White.
I don't know, man. I don't know. When I look at it here, I get this. It just seems and feels as if though this is one of those fights where, uh, and this is just my spec, but from what I'm seeing, so I'm not saying that I have insider knowledge. It's this fight where it seems like Dillian White is zeroed in, and Fury is trying to get him off of his intense focus, trying to get him trying to bait him into something. That's what it seems like.
Who? Fury's trying to bait him, or White trying to bait him? Which one did you
Fury's
say,
trying to
Brian?
bait him. I think Fury's trying to bait him. I think Fury is trying to say, okay, let me see if I can get in his head a little bit. Because if you think about it, when he fought Wilder, the one thing he did was he questioned his manhood, he questioned his confidence. He kind of made it. If you look at that third fight, Wilder did well the first couple of rounds, and then when Fury knocked him down, you can see Wilder was like, okay, I got to show that I am just as capable of winning this fight as he is, and he played the Fury's hand. Whereas
Hmm.
but if you guys remember, and I don't know if you guys are all big boxing fans, but y'all remember when Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko, that was a very boring, non-exciting fight. But the whole time Fury was talking about how he's going
Yes,
to,
sir.
knock him out. But when he got into the real fight, it was very, very boring. Like you could go to sleep watching it right now.
You go to sleep watching it from the first moment it started.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think if I really believe if White just comes in there and just boxes, not trying to play into any of the psychological things, and he doesn't let Fury feel comfortable, hey, he might can win.
Fury's not comfortable now. I think what's going to be his downfall is his overthinking. Mhm.
I mean, that could be. I I mean, I look at Fury and I say, okay, Fury, you had some really good fights. I don't think Fury fights for 3 or 4 more years. I give him maybe one, if two, if at that most. But I don't think he's gonna. I don't predict him leaving the sport undefeated. I think
Who's
he's
that?
gonna take a loss. Fury. I think he's gonna take a loss. I mean, depending on who he fights, obviously. But I think he's gonna take a loss with either Dillian White or Usyk if Usyk is the guy he fights after this.
And that's another conversation I'm going to have for another day about Usyk, and everybody swear he's this great boxer. Where? If he's so great, why do you have to point it out? Why do you have to explain it? Just like with Floyd Mayweather, they were like, "Oh, he's the greatest. He is boxing." And I'm like, "Where is he boxing? He's not. He's not the definition of boxing. He's just a good boxer. If someone's that good, you don't have to explain it to me. I've been watching boxing now for 36 years. I don't need you to explain anything to me, right? I can see it with my own eyes. This guy is not great. He's
Well,
not.
here's the thing. Usyk is a great boxer, but the thing is, he's not a well-known boxer. He's the guy that he's great, but he's not exciting. He's not gonna wow you in the ring. You're not gonna look at his fights and say, "Oh my God, I can just see it." He's just not that
Well,
kind of
how is he
boxer.
great then?
Well, because you don't see too many guys his size who are able to move their heads and feet with the same consistency that he moves it with. He's not a guy that if you really think about it, you're talking about a guy that's about the same size as what Larry Holmes was, maybe a little bit bigger. But I mean, he has such great footwork, such great movement, and you don't see a lot of guys nowadays in the heavyweight division have that because they're so big. Also, I mean, a lot of them are really just big guys, and he's not really a big guy.
Yeah, because you know, to be honest with you, I just have this thing with that. If someone's great, they don't need to. Okay, take a James Tony, right? You still there?
Yeah, I'm right here, James Tony.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I got it. But yeah, if you don't know boxing at all, I throw the name James Tony out there at you, and you feel like you have to. Eh. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, because to me, when you see him fight, his greatness needs no explanation. It doesn't need any. You don't have to explain nothing to me. I see it live in living color. I understand now why you say he's great. I understand.
Well, see, that's the thing with that's the thing with what's his name with that's the thing with oh my god, what the guy's name we're talking about? Usyk. Usyk is one of the
Usyk.
guys where he's a I, I I would say he's good, great. I mean, you could say he's great, but he's a really good fighter at the very least. Great might be a little bit too much. It might be accurate. It just depends on how you're looking at it. But he's one of those guys that if you've seen some people who can't move, who can't really box, and you see him set up the angles and stuff he sets up, you say, "Wow, he's really he's a very smart boxer." That's one thing you got to give. He's a very smart boxer. He knows where to throw, when not to throw, and that's something you don't see a lot in the heavyweight division anymore. Like with James Toney, they teach those guys, "Hey, let me teach you how to box, how to move." Heavyweights don't get taught like that anymore. So when you see a heavyweight that's able to do the basic stuff the way he does it, you think he's great because nobody else is doing it.
That to me is not greatness, especially when you don't see what he's not doing. Because to me, he's just a guy that works off a rhythm. If you set the pace with him, nothing works for him. Which is why Joe Joyce gave him hell when they fought. Mhm.
I
I
agree,
don't.
but Troy, I'm gonna have to let you go. I got to get my son here, guys. I know
Yeah,
him
me
crying
too,
in the
man. I
background.
keep falling asleep. I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
tell you, I'm gonna
definitely,
shut it down.
yeah, I
Lennox
definitely appreciate
Lucy.
it, guys.
Yeah, yeah. So y'all have a good
Yeah,
night, man.
yeah. Let
Y'all
me
have
let
a
me
good
go,
night,
guys. You have a
everybody.
good one. Thank you, Troy. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, man. I have more energy next time. I've been off for about two
Yeah.
hours now. So
Oh God, yeah.
bless
Go
up.
to sleep, bro.
Yeah, man. And you tell the apostle, man, to stop running from me, man. Stop running from me,
I,
man.
yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll let him know, brother. But y'all have a good one. Come here,
Yeah.
Bryce.
All right.
Y'all have a
All
good
right
night.
now. All right, y'all. What you saw was a sleepy Graham. Look here. Greatness to me doesn't need any explanation. Not in this sport. When I saw Sugar Ray Leonard, I knew what I was looking at. When I saw Holyfield, I knew what I was looking at. When I saw Mike Tyson, he scared the hell out of me. I knew what I was looking at. When I saw Nicholas Walters and Donaire, I knew what I was looking at. Uh, just wow, wow. You know, I saw James Toney, I knew what the hell I was looking at. I saw Mike McCollum, knew what the hell I was looking at. When I saw Roy Jones, I was speechless back in the day. No one can do those things. Nobody. So, you know, uh, greatness needs no explanation for me. You don't have to explain a fighter's greatness. I can see with my own eyes. I got over 30 years of watching boxing. Neither one of these cats, Usyk or Fury, will ever be great to me. I don't. If I'm such a big Billion fan, I want to eat this umbrella. Yeah, y'all crazy. But okay. Y'all have a good night. Before I fall asleep or say something crazy. Thank you for giving me your time, the most precious thing you ever have. And I am going to sleep. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Bless up yourself and good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.